You've been told all your life to play it safe, to follow the rules, to wait for your turn. Maybe it was a teacher, a boss, a friend, or worse, the voice in your own head. They said you can't dream too big, can't aim too high, can't break free from the life you've been handed. They gave you their rules. But here's the truth. Those rules were never meant for someone like you. Let's agree. You are not here for the ordinary. You're not here to be a watered-down version of yourself. You're here because you have dreams. Big ones. The kind that scare you as much as they excite you. You are here to be uncommon. From the moment you decided to dream, there were voices around you saying, you can't. Whether it was about moving to a new city, starting a career without a degree, or simply believing you could make a positive difference while on this planet. The world is full of people who gave in to fear, and it makes them hold back. They compromise, settle, and stay small. Not because they lack talent, but because they were told, you can't. Right now you're feeling stuck, boxed in by past failures because you've been told what you can and cannot do so many times, that you've started to believe it. But guess what? This is where your story begins and everything changes. You find yourself standing at the crossroads. On one side is possibility, on the other is doubt. At some point, something inside you shifts, an extraordinary moment when everything changes. When you realize that the only true limitation is the one you place on yourself. Maybe it was a quiet whisper, or maybe it roared like a lion and said, what if they're wrong? What if I can? This moment, the seed of rebellion, is your catalyst. You start questioning their rules. Why do they get to decide what you're capable of? Why do their limits have to be yours? You dare to imagine a different future, one where your dreams aren't ridiculous, but real. You see the shackles of doubt for what they are, illusions. Thomas A. Edison wisely stated, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Your setbacks aren't stop signs. Every no you've heard is not a door closing, but a challenge to push that door open even harder. When someone told you, you can't move to Dubai, you found a way. When they said, you can't make movies, you grabbed your phone and started filming. When the naysayers said, you can't do it, you took it on the chin, and now they are the ones asking you for advice. Each can't was adding fuel to the fire and became the catalyst for you to prove otherwise, push harder, and redirect your energy towards something greater. Steve Jobs wasn't wrong when he said, the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. You have a choice to make right now. Continue living within the comfortable boundaries others have drawn for you, or shatter those boundaries and forge your own path. And yeah, maybe you've tried and failed. Perhaps you have been mocked or ignored. Maybe you even started doubting yourself. That heaviness accumulates, doesn't it? Stepping into your potential comes with resistance. You'll face challenges that make you want to give up. People will doubt you. You'll doubt yourself. There will be failures. Setbacks will feel like proof that you should stop. There will be moments where your dream seems out of reach. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the foundation of it. The world doesn't need another rule follower. People like you are what the world needs. The innovators, the dreamers, the creators, those confident to be uncommon, and those brave enough to challenge the status quo. When you fall, you are going to break. But in those moments, you're also going to learn how strong you really are. Remember that grade 6 teacher, Mrs. Jones? The one who said you'd never amount to anything in life? Remember that swimming coach at your inter-school gala? The one who said you lost it for the entire school? Good. Remember them. Because every challenge you've survived, every obstacle you've encountered, and every doubter has been preparing you for something remarkable. You do not need to wait for permission anymore. You don't have to wonder if you are good enough. Act as if it's already yours. Go build your life, brick by brick, out of pure grit, passion, and relentless determination. Turn each no into fuel for your fire, and suddenly everything shifts. You stop seeing failure as the enemy and start treating it as a teacher. You realize that every obstacle is shaping you, sharpening you, preparing you for what's next. You turn every hardship into a superpower. You learn to do what others said you can't. You start vlogging, making art, writing, or training for the Olympics, using nothing more than your divinely given talent and mental grit. And you just keep on going and going, shaping yourself into something unstoppable. Your pain is your platform. Your failures are your fuel, and your unique superpowers are waiting to be unleashed. Now picture this. You've done it. Not the polished, perfect version of success you imagined, but the real, raw version. The kind that comes with scars, stories, and strength. The kind that reminds you, you didn't just survive, you thrived. You're no longer the person who thought they couldn't. You are living proof that perseverance beats perfection, that passion outweighs privilege, and that anyone, even you, can rewrite their story. You quit your day job, you meet incredible people, you travel the world, and your story, It inspires others to believe in themselves. You become living proof that anyone can do anything if they choose to see their challenges as stepping stones. Your resilience becomes a lighthouse for those still stuck in the storm. In this age, the rules have changed. And in reality, nobody knows anything for sure. So to the creators, the dreamers, the rebels, the boundary pushers, keep creating, keep pushing, keep believing. That burning idea is only a story you can tell. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need perfect conditions or special tools. You don't need permission to chase your dreams. You just need the courage to start. And your response to all the doubters, the haters, and the voice in your head that says, "You can't." Watch me. I will attempt the impossible. I will show the world what happens when someone refuses to quit. I refuse to accept no as an answer because I can do anything.